Good morning. It is Monday morning. We are out here. We're waiting for a truck, so therefore I jumped in the skidder. And it was a week and a half ago that we got told we needed to scrap that machine, and that it was junk, and it was no good, and it would never be the same. And here we are. So we're cutting some logs this morning. I got some nice ones here. Oh mercy. Nice hard maples here, way in the back. Long skids, but it is what it is. But yeah, there you go. It's still working, and she's cutting logs. That's what we're doing this morning. So until the truck gets here, I'm just gonna run the skidder here and help Josh out a little bit and try to get some stuff done, and get some stuff cleaned up. But oh, it's buzzing right through that wood. I mean, just look at it. We've come a long ways, but she's running and sawing, and she's back to making money. That's what we needed her to do. So, fun. Anyways, hopefully everyone had a good weekend. We got a lot of rain this weekend. A lot of rain. Oh, we got a phone call. We got a lot of rain, but I think we'll be able to survive. She's not really, she's just a little slimy. Just a little slimy back here. So I think we'll be fine. But running the old 535 this morning, the old girl, she's got 7,400 hours on her now. And still ticking. She's got we got this one. This is the first one we got, the first 535. Beautiful girl. Bluetooth's on pause because we're making video in here. That's what we're doing. But it runs good. Hopefully it keeps running good. That's the most important thing. The only we got a couple more just like it, but the only thing the noticeable difference they changed was they put the cup holder in between these two handles. Probably so you don't get, because this one's your winch here, and then this one's your blade. So if you're not careful, you'll get them mixed up. If you run it every day, it'd be fine, but if you're someone like me that jumps in here every now and then, you might get them mixed up. So I do get them mixed up. So they put the cup holder in between it. But that's about the only changes they did to this thing compared to our other ones. So anywho, I mean, she's cutting logs again. So that's the most important part. Still ticking, still making it happen, still stacking logs. A little slower than the apprentice, but you know, it's still cutting. That's the most important thing. Still able to produce some logs. Don't look good though, compared to being crashed. Yeah. We'll come back at you in a little while, see what's going on. Who knows what will happen today. A little sloppy, a little muddy, but not too bad. I think everything will work out. So, we'll see. We'll see just what's going on. And just like that, our fun has come to an end. Get this baby kicked in. We'll get him pulled in here. We got a problem here. So, question is, do we get more cement brick, or do we build a rack on it and put wood on it? That's the question. What do we do from here? So, that's what we gotta fix. Keep that down. Next one. Had no faith in that girl. We did. Trimming to do. Gotta get some hydraulic fluid loosened up in this girl. Pick this up. That'll get my hydraulic fluid moving a little bit. They're loosened up. Here comes Josh. The reason that I got the winch on there, but pulling that winch out is, you gotta have 2 men to do it. So pull him in here. Now that 535 will come out easy. So Josh unfortunately gets stuck with pulling in all the trucks in and out. Just how it goes. Back. We're slashing. Tip was piling. How many windows have you put in like this?
Me?
Yeah.
Too many.
Because I've never put one in before. Well, you're doing it like a boss. I don't know what we waited so long for. If we didn't know it only took them 10 minutes to put it in there.
Right.
I've been sitting in a snow-covered seat with a wet butt for 3 weeks now. Almost like you did it on purpose.
We're gonna wait for the right time. Me and Josh have been deciding when the right time would be.
I see how it is.
We talk about it almost every day.
Yeah, don't surprise. I could do it in about half hour. I just don't want to. Shoot, we can put the other one on now. As quick as you're doing this one.
Stand in midair to do it.
Well, I spin the cab around real quick. See, he chose just the right size screwdriver for it. That's me. That's the difference between me and him. Is I'd have this big one in here, have it broke by now, and you're gonna have it in there without breaking it.
What, the screwdriver or the window?
Well, window. Maybe like a whole new. Welcome back. It's the end of the day. We got all of our fun stuff done today. Got all our wood chipped. And we cut some logs. So, the Barko, how did she perform? We got a couple small little issues that hopefully we can get fixed tomorrow. The main issue is this pin back here. This pin's jacked. It's junked. So, it's so bent and boogered up that it won't go through the other side. And so, therefore, we got a new one that's at the shop. Not a new one, we're building our own. So the 2-inch piece of tubing's at the shop, pipe, and so we can fix that. That was kind of, with that not working right, your front end's bouncing up all the time, and that's kind of a annoying thing. So we'll get that fixed tomorrow, hopefully, Lord willing. But she performed today. She cut timber, which is what we need her to do. So we gotta get that fixed. It's got a little itty bitty fuel leak on it that we got to get fixed. Gary Bear said he worked on it a little bit, and so we got to get that fixed. Just a couple little things like that to get straightened out. And then this pin fell out over here. Oh, there's a hole there. Mercy. So we stacked a little bit of wood here. Now we might just change this a little bit and weld a couple bars back here. That's what the marks are for. And stack some wood in here instead of the cement action is what we're thinking. That needs to be fixed. So you have a little bit of weight up here just to help everything out. Then another thing I'm going to fix is, see, we got a broken glad hand here, and when we were moving it with a skidder, it got broke because it's just in a bad spot. So cut this baby off and then set it down in here, weld it to the sides. Would be a lot better underneath, out of the way. No one's getting in there to break them off. All the trucks we got have plenty enough hose and everything, lines on them to get down in there if we put it down in here ways, so that them are protected, and then move that to that. Then we could put a bar across here, and you could actually push on the front of it if you had to. Now, as you can tell, they've moved them. They were here. That's how they are in the new Apprentice too. They've moved them up there, but they're still getting busted up. So if we get them down inside the frame, push back out of the way, then nothing's getting into them. And then we could push on in the front when you get into all this muddy garbage. So that's kind of what we're thinking. And I'd like to change the new one too, to do the similar thing to Apprentice, so you could push on that. Because when you get stuck in a mud hole and you can't move these things, you can get irritated really quick. And then when you get short-tempered, stuff breaks, and you don't want to do that. So change this log rack here. Maybe put a log rack on it. Give me your thoughts below. Comment below, log rack. You don't need a whole bunch of wood. We don't need like 3 cords of wood up here. If you could just put a few sticks of timber up here to hold this front down, it helps out a little bit. So this pin's falling out too, which this one fell on me before. Did we make a video about it a long time ago? So tomorrow we're gonna pound that through, weld something on the back side of this one to get that straightened out. So that's how things are going with the old Barko. She lives again. She's a little better than scrap. I need to get a tire on her, and she's a lot better than scrap. So this thing still can saw wood, as you can tell. So therefore, we will keep sawing wood with the thing. It still works fine. So that's how it goes. I did have a couple questions. One, somebody asked me if these come from the factory together. They do not. You can put this on top of whatever frame you want. Self-drive or no self-drive, all that business. So the trailers are separate from this. Kind of how it works. But I think this is going to work out good. So comment below. Think that's a bad idea or a good idea? Fixing that up. I think it's a good idea. I mean, we don't have to go that high. You know, a couple feet's all we need. Again, we don't want to stack a whole bunch of wood up there. Just some stuff for weight up front to help hold that down just a little bit. We don't need a whole bunch. And yeah, things are coming around. A chipper was just a cranking today. The new windows are legit. So it's nice. Actually got a little hot in there for once in the past couple weeks. So things are looking on the up and up. Just keep rolling. You know what I mean? Just keep rolling.